Hello everybody, Brad Johnson here. So I thought I would do a quick follow-up video just in regards to some people who have been asking about the new safeguards. Again, there's the environmental safeguards, which is what you're seeing here right now on my fuse box. And of course, there's the new personal safeguards as well too, which again are a different color. And of course, they work much more pertaining to the health of the body and helping to clear away a lot of EMF and ELF within the body. Now, some people may be asking, well, Brad, is there any scientific basis in regards to how effective the safeguards can be? On a vibrational science level, yes. On a modern science level, no. And it's impossible on a modern science level to detect this, simply because there is nothing in regards to modern science that promotes the idea of life force energy. If you basically go to a modern scientist and talk to them about prana, or tell them about life force, they will think that you're a quack. They will think that you're nuts. And they won't entertain any particular idea representing subtle life force energy, prana, chi, or anything of that nature. So therefore, it is pseudo, based into this idea. But that is not the way of many of the ancient sciences of the past. And one of the examples I'm going to give of being able to detect this through one of the ancient sciences of our past is relating to this. Do you know what this is? Some of you may know what this is. Some of you may not. So there is also a practice today that is referred to as biogeometry. And the inventor of biogeometry, his name is Dr. Abraham Karim. In the past, he too was quite ridiculed by people because of what he was able to create through biogeometry. Yet in Egypt, he was invited to a conference where a bunch of Western scientists were trying to debunk him in regards to his biogeometry because they thought too that it was quackery. But he was able to create something for helping to resolve hepatitis. And he actually won the event. He won the entire program that was taking place, as he was able to create biogeometry on necklaces, on pendants, and being able to get these people who have hepatitis to wear it. And within a matter of 6 months, they were able to show a greater increase in health, whereas none of the other scientific systems could do anything, right? So this is, again, just giving you guys a reminder. You have to start thinking outside the box. If you think that your almighty God is modern science, and you realize that modern science is incapable of being able to detect subtle life force energy, let alone try to give any credence to the nature of subtle life force energy, that's not the science that you really should be following when it comes to this work, right? You need to start looking into the ancient fields, into the ancient ways. And so utilizing this pendulum, again, it is created by Dr. Abraham Karim, right? And this is what's known as a BG16 pendulum. Now, I have actually taken the foundation course of biogeometry, and I'm not here to teach you guys biogeometry in this video, of course, because I can't. But this is something that I want to demonstrate with you guys pertaining to these two images that are placed as stickers here on the fuse box. Now, basically, if you just go to a fuse box and you have an EMF detector or any other particular type of detector that will detect electromagnetic frequency, you can often see that it will be quite strong. The same thing goes with a smart meter. I don't have a smart meter, I'm in a condo. But nonetheless, this is just a simple test that I want to give you guys because I'm going to be teaching what's known as resonant dowsing in my upcoming Etherics Academy, which is going to start coming out in mid-August, and classes will be starting in early September. And I'll be teaching kind of a variation of what I've learned in between my past experience with mental dowsing and also understanding more about vibrational radiesthesia and kind of combining the two in my own unique way. So that will be coming up. But I want to give you guys a demonstration today, just at looking at the two stickers here. So let's start off with the top one. Now, basically how this pendulum works, it's what's known as a BG16 or a 16-disc pendulum, which means it only has two particular functions to it, which means that you can move it up and down, just like this. This is what's called search mode. And the second direction is when it moves clockwise. These particular pendulums do not move counterclockwise because of their orientation of design. But what this pendulum does, and it has been proven by Dr. Kareem, that this is able to detect what is known as divine energy. It basically goes into the divine plane. Now they basically refer to this as BG3, which is basically 3 powerful qualities relating to biogeometry that represents the center vibration of a particular space or even within a particular object. If it is moving in a clockwise direction, when you bring your awareness to an object or a space, and it starts moving in a clockwise direction, that is giving the indication that there is BG3, or the source center vibration within that particular space or object. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to adjust the string length so I have a good grasp on it. And we're just going to look at this symbol right here, which is the environmental safeguard. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a swing just to get it going, but working together with the clockwise swing, which is what it's doing right now. As you can see, it's going pretty crazy. Now, of course, we can never prove the effects of dowsing. You have to get to understand it yourself. You have to work with it yourself. But again, as I'm just holding up the pendulum here, bringing my awareness to the source vibration of the etherics safeguard here, it is going literally crazy. Okay? So some people say, oh, okay, that looks pretty cool, Brad. Yeah, sort of resonant dowsing. I'll have to check that out. So I'm like, oh, come on, Brad, you're just like moving the pendulum, right? Right? You're going to get 1,000 different responses in regards to that. And all I'm really doing here is just giving you guys an idea of one particular measurement device. Now, the ultimate measurement device, and here's something that you need to pay attention to. The ultimate measurement device is your own body, okay? When you guys are dealing with electromagnetic fields, you are going to have all kinds of complications with your body through the state of potent exposure relating to EMFs, okay? Some of you can have respiratory problems. That's certainly what I had. Some of you can have problems with your throat. That's certainly what I had. Some of you can have problems with your nervous system. That's certainly what I've had. Some of you can have irritation and restless nights, right? That's also what I've had at times past. You can also have cramps in the body. You can have aches. You can have sores in the body. So what I suggest is as you start putting these up, the environmental safeguards, you are being aware of how your environment is feeling. This is what you have to work with, called intuition. And you want to be able to work with your intuition and see how there is a difference being made. The same thing goes with the personal safeguards, right? When you start downloading those and you start working with those and you're feeling through your body, oh my goodness, I don't have that ache and that pain anymore. Oh my goodness, my shoulders don't feel so bad anymore. Oh my goodness, I feel like I can breathe better right now. That is your own proof, okay? This right here is subtle life force energy. It is the source vibration that is contained directly in the center, and that is the same with every single etherics product, right? This has just been specially calibrated to help clear away EMF through the source vibration. So there's commands contained inside this particular object that has the imbued source vibration. So you guys show me any modern science technology that can detect subtle life force. There isn't one. Because with all due respect, that type of science is too incompetent for this work. They don't believe in this. They don't believe in the nature of life force energy. They think you're just a bunch of meat suits. And that's not the science. It is going to be completely insufficient to working with this. And this is why you need to start working with the ancient technologies. Start working with the ancient ways, a lot more of the Eastern ways, so to speak, because they are very much in the alignment of working with subtle energy and subtle life force. So this is exactly what this is doing. And as you start to work together, whether it's biogeometry, whether it's vibrational radiesthesia, whether it's my own modification of resonant dowsing that I'll be teaching in the academy, any of these will work together. There's even some other aspects pertaining to dowsing. Some people will use dowsing rods as well too. That too is also efficient. Some people will work together with crystals. That is also efficient. Some people will work with other forms of divination to detect the effect of these. And that is more than efficient as well too, okay? So I'm only just giving you guys here a bit of a perspective about what the safeguards are doing. I can also only really give you my testimony in regards to what has happened. As I said, and I've talked about this in my webcasts, that I have had extensive amounts of problems relating to my voice, relating to my throat. I would talk for a couple of minutes, and all of a sudden I'd just be starting to cough. It feels like there was just thorns in my throat, really. It felt horrible. And 24 hours or so after I put these up all around the house, my throat was actually getting better. So I would put these on my fuse box over here. I have it on top of my light switch as well too. I have it near electrical plugins. So I also have it wrapped around water pipes. So I have these all over the house contained here. And there is such a beautiful resonance. I could detect it very strongly. Within about 24 hours after putting them up, I could feel a major difference in my house. It was almost like looking at a type of electrical friction and seeing that that electrical friction is now completely gone. That's the kind of feeling I get, but I can only speak on my behalf. You guys have to look into what this is doing to you, looking at it on an intuitive level, being aware of how you felt before and after. Work with certain forms of divination tools, right? Work with resonant dowsing, that I'll be teaching here in the next little while. Work with vibrational radiesthesia. Work with other particular methods that go back into the ancient times that help you to detect these things. So like I said, dowsing will do it, working with crystals will do it, divination, even working with cards will also help to confirm it as well too. So again, there's no real device in modern science that would even support anything that we're doing here, because modern science doesn't believe in life force energy, guys. It's like trying to get a blind man to admit colors to you. They just can't do it. They are blind to this, right? So this is why I wanted to address this topic, because there was quite a few questions coming up and saying, oh, Brad, is there any scientific basis in regards to what the environmental safeguards are doing, or even to what etherics is doing? I said, yes, there is. It's vibrational science, but that's not an area that modern science covers. So this is the best way that I can respond pertaining to those questions. Anyways, hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you again in another perspective of the now. Take care.